Ever feel like you're waiting for someone to hand you the answers? What if the answers are already inside you? Okay, so this is Francisca and this is my mid-crisis life, and today we're going to be doing this week's Monday mindset. Okay, so periods of expansion, periods of contraction, right? They're a natural cycle that we go through in life. They're the natural ups and downs of life. They're the good and the bad, the light and the dark, the death and the rebirth that we constantly experience. And the thing is that, it's well known. There's no guide. There's no instruction manual. There's nothing here to tell us how we're supposed to deal with these things, right? But I think the thing is that even if there was, it would be written by someone else anyway. And it's like, how would that instruction manual actually even help you? It's like it wouldn't consider the specific nuances of your life and your thinking and your mind and your experiences and your family and all of those things that are specific to you. And it wouldn't consider kind of your genome and your family history and the genetics that you have in you that make you exactly who you are. And it wouldn't think about the dynamics of the environment that you live in and the family that you come from, the culture that you represent, or the culture that you've been adopted into or indoctrinated into. It doesn't consider any of those things. It doesn't consider how all of that stuff functions together to make you, to make you unique, to make your situation and your needs unique. It doesn't tell you about any of that stuff. So why would we want someone else's playbook? Why would we want someone else's strategies? We don't. And I tell you why. Because the story is the strategy. The story is the strategy. The experiences that we have is the wisdom that we need to be able to go through new and different or similar or slightly different or adjacent experiences with the strategies that we've acquired from the story that we've already been through. And the thing is like some people might go through that story once and learn. I mean, I don't know many people that do, right? But there are some people that do. And there are some people like me who have to go through that particular play, that have to go through that same pattern, that same story, that same narrative until we find and are able to implement that strategy. Because the truth is, those who do not hear must feel. They must, right? So they say it's always darkest before the dawn. Yeah. And I don't know, in daylight, everything's clearer. Everything's clearer in retrospect. But I say the dawn happens every day. We're met with a new dawn absolutely every day. And I feel like these experiences that we have, that darkness is there to allow us to experience the wins incrementally. So rather than just looking at this difficult period and hoping for that lovely period of expansion that comes afterwards that everybody loves and everybody wants, that time, that moment, sometimes that win is experienced so quickly. It's like it's here and it's already gone, right? So if we can experience each moment incrementally as a win, even when we're in the darkness, then it changes our entire experience. It changes our entire perspective. And sometimes it gets you out of that darkness a little bit quicker, right? So what I would invite you to do this week, here's a little task that I would invite you to do. And, it doesn't matter. You can be in a period of darkness right now. You can be in a period of contraction or going through a death, or you can be in that light period, that expansion, that up, whatever. It doesn't matter, basically. It doesn't really matter. What I would ask you to think about is if you feel like you are in a period of expansion, if you feel like you're in that positive period of life, I'd like you to take a second and just think to yourself, what got me here? What got me here? What story, what narrative has led me to this lighter period in my life? And if you're not in that period and you're struggling at the moment and you feel like you're in a period of darkness, you feel like you're in a period of contraction, then maybe you stop for a moment and think to yourself, what am I learning? What's the point? What's the point of this? Where is this getting me? What strategy is this story teaching me? Yeah, that's it. And have a little think, and I will see you back on Thursday for Chrysalis Tools, where we're going to do some practices to help to embed some of this thinking. Okay. So, where in your life do you see a story that's quietly building your next breakthrough? Drop it below. Your story could light the way for someone else too.